like any like little sound. Like I just like slid the arm out of the miter saw, and it was like way louder than your voice.
Did you throw something?
No. There was a noise over there though.
That's what I'm saying.
But
Totally.
I can hear a squirrel too.
Totally sounded like a branch breaking or something.
You're hearing things.
No way, man. Them's the deers.
I don't think so. Not this close to home, darling.
If they could just walk right into the freezer, that would be cool. I don't even know if I'd have to use a tag at that point. Morning, guys. It's a new day. We're going back on the outhouse today. We're going to try and get some of the concrete board up. We're going to install the front door. And then we can finish planking the inside.
Mm-hmm.
We need to put the door in because we want to make sure that we have the planks on the inside going to the right, distance.
Yeah.
Finished area. We might put some trim up on the inside, but it's an outhouse. And then we can start using it, really.
Yeah, concrete board on the bottom first, and then we can build a little box to makeshift a toilet for now. And then, then technically we can use it.
Yeah.
The outhouse toilet should be here next week at some point. I checked tracking. It says Wednesday. So we're talking over a week from now. But we need it like today.
It'd be nice to be able to start using it for sure.
Yeah. And the kids are definitely excited as well because the other outhouse is a little sketchy. So it's just old and kind of yucky. So
kids, new things,
and this is probably the hardest transition for them is not having a bathroom.
Yeah.
Right, like with a nice clean toilet that runs water and things like that. Right. So obviously it's a challenge that they're going to have to overcome, but it's just something that's going to take some time, and giving them a nicer, usable
area.
Space would be great. And make it a little easier for them, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to get to it, and we'll be back. Chicky lady's happy.
Yeah, there's definitely a happy chicken over there. So which way am I putting this in? Do you want me to put it tongue up or tongue down?
Tongue up.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do I leave a gap at the bottom or no?
Already reaching up. Well, it's kind of like a structure.
Am I putting it in the face of the board?
No. Well, you can if you want, if that's the look you want.
Yeah, that's fine, I think.
Okay.
You want to use this one? It's not as strong and loud.
No thanks.
Look, Mommy can do it. Yeah, of course. See? Just little tiny baby nails. Cool, huh?
I'm pretty loud.
It's really loud.
It's pretty loud. Pretty loud, not it is loud. Alright. Can't pee. Can I use the nail?
I have to look at another piece first, but yeah. All right, you ready?
I'm ready. Just shake. I turn it on.
You gotta push it like the other one. Do I have to tap these into the tongues or release it in?
Both.
Oh, a little bit of both. There we go. Okay, come over here. Push in the... Here, let me help you put it in the right spot. Turn to the side. Like this, because we're too close to the floor. Okay?
Push in.
Hold on, hold on. Okay, push. Wait. There you go. Okay, now same spot in this board. Okay. Okay, don't squeeze the trigger so quick, okay? Give me a second to make sure we're in the right spot. What do we think?
Next first board.
All right, let's do the next one.
And my camera's up right there.
Yeah. Hey, get out of the way.
Hello, viewers.
This was the one on the bottom.
I also don't need this. It's just gonna get knocked over. Hello. Hi, Bob. Ow. Oh, my buckles. whacked me in the cut.
Hi, pup. All right, I need to work there, puppy. Hey, you can take the stairs. Go for it. Some fire starter.
I think you need this, yeah?
I do need the drill, yeah. Oh, it's rounded. Oh my God, it fits in. What? That never happens.
We like these doors?
Yeah. That's some good stuff right there. I don't have any tools out here. Well, I need to take this plate off.
What tools are you looking for?
You know, flatheads.
Oh, they're all inside on the dresser because you used them last night.
Yep.
In the house, putting up our TV.
Yes, because we finally got some internet.
All right. So, question for you.
Might have an answer.
You want to have a peek around the corner here?
Maybe.
This one's a little bit long, but this is like a rough edge from the mill.
So, what now?
Right here. Let me trim it off.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
It's all good.
Just
It's the outhouse.
give her.
Give her. Okay.
This 2x4 should have been sticking out a little more.
Oh yeah?
The one in the back, yeah. I have like a half inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch sticking out. To nail to. Alright, so this one definitely is too big. Oh, it also has a split. Alright, I don't like
Use
this.
a hammer?
Yes, sir.
You don't like that one. Thank you. All right.
Ugh.
Watch your fingers, watch your toes.
Plunged into darkness. It's a good thing there's a light on this nailer.
All right. That's one. Good morning, YouTube. So today I'm gonna be ripping down the battens to finish the siding off. We're gonna get some of that done. Unfortunately, the generator's gonna be running pretty much all day, but there's gonna be a lot of time lapse because it's loud, annoying, and we're gonna get some work done today. Amanda's just gone to get some supplies, some chicken feed and stuff like that.
Now we need to figure out what we're going to do about the trim.
Yeah.
Okay, so how much do we have?
All kinds.
There's all kinds of stuff in your beard. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, let's try this stuff up there and see what it looks like.
Sure.
Here's a short one. This could be a nice door edge.
Okay. I guess we could just blend it in, right?
I like the way that looks at the edge of the step there. Can you put it on the other side? I think it looks pretty good.
So how big is this? There's gonna be like a 1/4 inch gap.
What if you overlap the other way?
Yeah, then there'll be a 1 inch gap.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
Cool.
Okay, so let's cut. We need 2 more at this width, and then we should have that piece that's broken. Might be enough. Oh, that's too big.
Well, but that's a bigger one. We can put it across the top.
So you want to use a beefier piece on the top? I like that.
Yeah, why not?
Sure.
Try that plank.
This one?
Yep.
This nice, pretty dark gray one?
This nice dark gray one.
Like this? I like this.
No, the other way.
Cut side up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, it's so pretty.
Top's great. So we're back at it again, guys. Day number 472 on the outhouse.
Hopefully the last day. Whatever it is, it's the last day.
That's right. We're gonna finish up the exterior of the outhouse today. We're still waiting on the guts of the outhouse to show up.
The toilet.
But so we'll have the outside done, and we'll be ready to go once it shows up. Pun intended. So we're gonna put some skirting on the exterior of the
Just cover
outhouse.
up,
Just
cover up the concrete board.
yeah, just
Can't see that from the outside. It's really just aesthetics. We just
pure aesthetics.
don't want to look at the
Concrete board.
And then we've got some last board and buttons and some trimmer on the door to put on as well.
Yep, and then we're done.
Well, we have
For
like
now.
that piece of wood that still needs to be ripped
Right.
on the deck. There's one on the edge that is just a little short, a little skinny guy.
Yeah.
We didn't.
But we just turned the Jenny off, so now we can't rip it.
Right. I think there's sawdust in my eye.
We just ripped the last few battens that we need to put on.
Yes, because of course we didn't have enough, and so now we needed to go back to the wood store and get more.
Yes. The calculations in which we and they used were obviously wrong.
Not quite enough.
So
Oh, and you got your venting.
we got the vent pipes,
Your pipes for
so
venting.
we can do the vent. And we should be good to go.
Ready to use.
Ready to wait.
Well, I feel like you're gonna have to just build a little like box with the seat that we have, and hopefully, maybe, I don't know, make something so that we can actually go to the bathroom before then, because the current outhouse is basically no longer usable.
Right.
Like, I don't know, not good.
I mean, we could just move it to a new hole and dig a hole, but we're here.
We don't have a machine to do that.
You don't need a machine. Just dig a hole with a shovel. It only needs to last a week.
How do you move an outhouse without a machine?
Brute force, baby. Brute force.
You're cracked out.
And we got a truck. You can make it work.
No, I'm not interested in that. It's super sketchy anyway. The kids are already anxious about using it.
Yeah.
But the fun thing is, as you guys have seen in the previous parts of the video, when they get home from school, they're like, "What'd you guys do on the outhouse today?" And they come racing over to play in it, which is fun.
Yeah. Hey,
I like that.
you want to play in the outhouse? Go ahead.
Until it's being used, and then it's no longer a tree house.
Well, there's a lock on the door, so they can't play in it when you're using it.
Or ever. We got a light. It's like a little button that you push, and it's battery operated, and because it's dark in there. it's fully enclosed, so
Yep.
even during the day we will need a light.
Mhm.
Which is fun.
We could put a window in. You want to put a window in?
Not now. We talked about this. Plus we don't have a window. That would be even more money. We didn't want to buy the door with the window.
I know. Yeah.
So that was like an extra $100. So why would we buy a window? Seriously, there's sawdust in my eyes. Anyways, let's get to work. Let's get finished because I really want to be done.
Yes.
What are you working on? Are you gonna do the battens or are you gonna do the skirting?
Well, since you won't climb a ladder, I guess I'll be doing the battens.
It's not that I won't climb a ladder. It's that I don't like being precariously perched on top of a ladder. It's just not an idea of fun for me.
No?
Never.
I find it pretty fun.
You do sketchy things with the ladder, like not be on flat surfaces and climb it anyway.
Eh.
So
It's got to get done. All right. We're going to get to it, and we'll catch back up with you.
You staying, puppy doggy? Come here, bud. Crunchy. Sit down. Sit down. You back yourself into my lap. Perfect. Good job.
Good morning, guys. So we have gotten to the point where we're using the outhouse. The other side of the pit, it's divided into two sections. We're using one side for a year, and then we'll switch to the other side for a year. And then after that year, we will come back and clean out the first side. So The second side doesn't have any concrete board around it yet, so it's not ready to be used, but we have a whole year to get it ready. Until that point, we're going to be using the left side, and we're going to show you that today. Let's go take a look. These are our steps. This is our door.
This is your shirt.
Okay.
You want to turn the light on?
I can turn the light on. So this is our light.
How does it work?
On batteries. And a remote. Because even through the daytime, it is pitch black in here. So,
Well, let me come in and close the door.
sure.
So there you go. With the light on. And with the light off.
With the light on.
Stop it. So originally we were only going to use that little light that's behind you on the wall.
That's right.
But turn it on. And then turn that one off.
I'm sure it might look really bright on the camera.
It looks fine, but probably like you hold. Can you see my face?
Yep.
Yeah. So because I'm on this side of the light, but you're pitch black
Yeah.
on the camera. So
Yep.
just didn't feel like the kids were going to be all that
Happy.
good or happy with using the pitch black room with the tiny little light.
Right.
So now we are using this light,
This light.
which is actually great.
It's perfect. It really is.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I don't even know where I bought it.
Home hardware.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Home hardware. Shout out to our peeps in Powassan. Our best friend Leo.
that's right.
This is the inside of the outhouse.
Right. So, 3/4 inch PT plywood, so it's weather and bug resistant. The box is just the leftover paneling, wall paneling that we had. This brute is full of sawdust. So as you go number 2, you add a scoop of sawdust, and that's the nitrogen and the carbon mixing together that's going to make the dirt. So you use the bathroom, you throw a scoop, close the lid, turn the light off, and you walk away.
How does it smell?
It actually smells like a wood box in here.
Yeah.
There's no smell.
Even directly after using the bathroom.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You put your sawdust on top, and I mean it's 3 feet between us and the ground, and so you throw your sawdust on top, and there's no smell. It's amazing.
Can you lift the lid for a second? Because we didn't actually show in the build the white lining of the toilet. So can you talk about that?
So what I did was there's this stuff that if you go to any Home Depot, and when you're walking into the bathrooms, all along the walls on the way to the bathrooms is this plastic material. They use it in freezers. They use it, some companies use it as a waterproofing membrane. What we did was we cut the floor out in a toilet shape, and then I bent that waterproof material to go down past the floor and past the floor joists. So that way, you know, anything that could potentially hit said plastic, anything that would hit that said plastic isn't gonna get all over the wood or the floor or anything like that. So it's a smooth substrate that goes right down into the actual pit itself.
It's a little bit like textured on one side though, right? So
Right.
one side is textured and one side is smooth.
That's
So
right.
obviously we use the smooth,
smooth
side on the
side.
inside. Yeah.
And so next year, what we'll do is we'll take this template and we'll put it down right there, and we'll cut that exact size out again. So like right there. we'll cut that out, and then we'll just be able to lift this platform up and put it down in that hole.
And then we'll move the brute to the other side, the toilet to this side,
That's right.
and then cover up that hole, right?
That's right.
So use that piece of wood that you cut out of there to put it back on.
That's right.
Sure.
So then that template will then plug that hole until that side breaks down, and then we use that side again. So it's a very easy system. Takes a little bit to set up, but I mean, really, you just need some sawdust. So if you use,
Or ash would work too, right?
Ash
There's other
does work.
options,
but I mean, you're gonna run out of ash a lot sooner than sawdust.
especially with the sawmill.
Yeah, I mean, and sawdust costs pennies on the dollar.
Yeah, we bought 3 bags from a guy that has a sawmill, and so it's basically just, you know,
It was like $2
waste
each or
material.
something.
Yeah, there was like $10 for 3 bags.
Yeah.
So
And we got a whole brute worth from one bag.
yeah,
And so now we just have to, you use 1 scoop, 2 scoops if you have to, but it's not gonna affect the outcome. You're always gonna get dirt. So 2 years from now, we will have dirt. And you don't have to do anything to it. You don't have to mix it. You don't have to do,
you don't have to put it in a composter for a while.
nope, it'll be dirt. And what we're gonna do is once it is dirt, then we're gonna mix it in with the compost pile. So it has more time to break down and actually help break down the actual compost pile itself. Because the bacteria that's in there is a bacteria that breaks down organic material. And so it'll help with the compost pile. And then it'll all become dirt.
Also the manure from the animals and stuff too, right? Probably
right.
whenever we
Yep.
clean those out, because we use deep litter on the chickens right now, so that's
right.
composting on its own as well.
That's right. Generating heat.
And the kids don't have trouble with it either. They actually are nice and happy to come out here and use that new fancy pretty outhouse.
That's right.
Not the super old sketchy one that was here when we got here.
Yeah, the aesthetics, you're in a bathroom. You're not in an outhouse. There's no running water, but this is a lot nicer than the box that we were going in before.
True.
So
But it was dirt on the ground when we started.
it was dirt on the ground. Well, and we want the dirt on the ground because we want the bugs and we want the worms and we want all that stuff to help break down the organic material. Whereas in a hole, you don't get to use that, right? I mean, you have to use better toilet paper. You're gonna have to use organic or just make sure it's recyclable or biodegradable, because not all toilet paper is. So if you get the biodegradable stuff, it breaks down in no time. Toilet paper,
But it's not like sketchy,
nope,
terrible
nope.
1-ply. It's
Nope,
like nice.
It's nice 2-ply, it's soft. You don't have to worry about
Sandpaper on your butt.
sandpaper on your butt or poking through with your 1/2-ply. So it's good. It's comfortable, and it's not, there's no holes, there's no breeze. There's venting up through the ceiling, and we have a vent that actually comes from the pit out up through the top, and we'll show you that in a minute. And so there's enough airflow, but it's not on you, so it's not like you're freezing out here either.
No, like if you tried to go pee outside in the
Right.
winter and it was like a middle of a winter snowstorm, right? That's not the case.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So this is a vent stack. It goes up over top of the outhouse. So any smell that may linger down below, which we haven't noticed any,
None.
is non-existent.
Yep.
And then in around the back, doesn't look like a whole lot yet, but there's a door, and it's essentially screwed shut right now because of course we don't want it to open.
That's right.
But all the gaps and everything, you hydraulic cemented those so that they're all nice and well sealed
Yeah, so if
around
you look,
the concrete board and the deck blocks.
If you look on the deck blocks, there is gaps for if you wanted to put a board horizontal instead of vertical. So I filled all those gaps with hydraulic cement. All the corner joints, I filled all those with hydraulic cement. So that way, I mean, not that there's, you know, fluid or liquid down there, but it's not gonna escape. Not that it would, but I just wanted to be safe. Helps with airflow. So if you don't want too much breeze coming up through the hole, for obvious reasons. But other than that, we're gonna finish out the other side. But like I said, we have a whole year to do that. So we're potentially gonna move the outhouse down to where we're gonna be building the house. But we're also gonna be living up here while we do it, so we're not sure yet. So the less weight on the building, the better, right? Because we're gonna have to pick it up and move it. That concrete board is not light, so if it's not on there, it's only gonna help with the lifting process.
But also the whole thing is built out of wood, so it's going to be like 1,000 pounds as it stands right now. So
Absolutely.
I just don't know if moving it is even a feasible option.
And if we do end up renting out
This cabin.
the cabin
Or rebuilding it in this position.
right, then it's gonna be here for the tenants or whoever rents it out. Crazy boy.
So there we go. That's our composting outhouse.
That is the composting outhouse. So far, so good. We haven't had any issues. Not that there's any issues to have, but with the vent,
Right now it's just a straight outhouse, so that
Yeah.
any issues may come up when we go to empty out the first side to go back using before we start to use it again. So in our case, we'll do an update video eventually.
in 2 years.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
we'll do an update video.
Or we'll do an update video when we start to use the other side.
Well, nothing will have happened yet, though.
But we'll be using a different side.
Oh yeah, let's do an update video. Hey guys, guess just so you all know, we're now using the second side of the nice awesome outhouse that we built.
Because
The end.
supposedly it's supposed to be a year that you get out of each side.
Yeah, but I think it depends on how big the cavity is below. So
Exactly.
it might only last 8 months. It
Right.
might last 18 months. Who knows how long it actually would be until this first side is full.
Exactly.
Let me know. Do you think it's going to work? Do you think we're crazy?
Well, all I know is that I'm using it, so far so good.
We literally right now it's just an outhouse.
Yes.
It's only the composting thing happens when we move to the second side and allow the first side to compost. So
That's right.
for now, there's not really anything we can say. Is this going to work? I don't know. The video that we posted on the first half of the video, where we got this specific idea from, they have never done an update video either. So
Right.
my best guess is it's working fine because they haven't had to build a new outhouse.
Right. And so we know of a few channels that have done this.
You know more? I've only ever seen the Gridlessness video.
Simple Living Alaska.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. They did the same idea, huh?
They actually did a raised on,
Pallets or something, wasn't it?
they used pallets underneath for walls. But
Yeah.
I think they built out of railway ties as the block.
Okay.
And then they used,
But was it designed to be a composting outhouse? Yeah?
yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
Okay,
So they
so
used
that's the
pallets
second
filled
channel.
with straw.
Hey, if you guys know of any other channels that have done this sort of style, link it. I'd love to see.
Especially if they've done update videos.
Yeah, that would be great. Because we're sort of trusting that it works.
we're trusting that because they haven't done update videos. They're
Everything
like,
is
oh,
good.
this hasn't worked, or we have to go build another outhouse, or
Mm-hmm.
we're no longer using that because it seems to be working then.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Now, the difference between us and Gridlessness is they used weeping towel to drain away fluid.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point, actually, because So if you're going to the bathroom and number one, in addition to number two, we're not worried about that.
Right. So the human urine is actually full of nitrogen.
Right. So that's actually good for the compost.
It's great for organic material and compost and gardens, right? Eventually. It's in excess. It's the urine that actually makes the outhouse smell. And then if there's too much nitrogen, then you'll have issues with your growing season as well. So don't pee as much.
Right. So most of the time we
have a bathroom
number
in
one,
the trailer.
yeah. So we're using that bathroom for pee. And the kids mostly use the camp toilet in the house.
Right.
Which is, anyway, it's our nighttime bathroom because, you know, little girls and running outside to go pee in the middle of the night. Let's not do that.
Right.
Especially with wolves and bears and, I mean, not bears right now, but wolves and things like that running around out here. Pass on letting the kids run around at night outside. Anyway, so we mostly do our peeing. You also pee outside like 99% of the time. Well, let's say 90%, because at least one of the times you go pee a day is when you're going number two, and therefore you probably use the outhouse.
I do, yeah.
As do I, and I'm sure the kids do too. So it's fine. So, but like that's a very tiny amount of pee and nitrogen going into the compost, which is fine.
Yep.
I think it's not too much. Mind you, we haven't actually tested that theory, but we're testing it now.
Yes.
So we'll see how that goes. The end.
The end.
Thanks for hanging out with us. And we'll see you in the next video, which should be, it's going to be water collection. Water collection is next. How we're collecting water for our off-grid water system. We don't have a well, and we're not going to build one until we dig for the house. So right now we're collecting water off the roof of the house. So how's that going? That's our next video. Although, is it? Oh, we have to do the gun shoot. There's a whole bunch of videos. I got a whole bunch ready to go.
Good. Put them up.
I know. Well, I need not 1 megabyte of Wi-Fi of internet.
Yes.
So you guys know I said at the end of the last video, if you watched all the way to the end, that this is already really long and it's going to take forever to upload. So forever to upload in our case was 12 hours on our home Wi-Fi, our home internet. 12 hours just to upload the video to YouTube. So it's not that I don't love you guys. And I'll definitely do it, but we're going to try to do it in town.
Yeah.
And so hopefully I'll maybe have 2 videos at a time, and I'll upload them and then I'll schedule them to release when I want them to release.
Right.
But yeah. So this video is probably also going to be about the same, but hopefully it'll just take like an hour to upload because we'll do it from town on someone else's Wi-Fi, which will be much faster than ours because we get our max download speed is about 10 megabytes per second and max upload is 1, which is really slow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
there you go. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah.
And we'll see you in the next one.
Welcome to the woes of the forest. The interweaves. The interweaves is the hardest part. All right. We'll see you guys next time.
Get out of there. Leave my deer alone.
You know he's just chasing squirrels, right?
I know he's just chasing squirrels. But he's putting his dog smell all through the place and chasing the deers away.
Is he chasing the deers away?
Well, yeah.
Oh, weird. Alright. The miter saw was flashing when I finished cutting it now.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
That's because we turned the generator off.
Yeah. Basically, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we could always, of course, put it back on and, oh, am I out of, what's happening?
What?
It didn't nail anything.
I don't know.
I'm not out of nails.
Excuse me.
That one went. Okay, we're getting extra holes in this board. Super glad it's the one we're gonna look at every day.
So when you see,
Yeah. This one's really nice.
that's naughty. That's not gonna fit. Did you nail any of those?
Do you see holes in the boards? Because the answer is yes. And yet, the nailer, yeah, both 2 boards in a row. Here you go. It actually is 3. It's all 3 that I just did and nailed. No wonder I'm not running out of nails.
You can leave them on there. What are you doing?
I'm going back to where it's not attached. What's the problem?
Well, you didn't need to take it off.
What's happening?
It's
Can you tell me what I'm supposed to do?
well, just every once in a while shift it, I guess.
What's with the hands on the hips?
The hips don't lie. Just saying.